Michael Jaafar, who is standing by. Michael Jaafar, are you surprised that this is their only witness? I know we're armchair quarterbacking, but is there anyone else that you think could illuminate this defense of, I didn't mean to do it?
I don't think there would be, but to be honest with you, Julia, I felt suffocated when I was watching the prosecutor cross-examine Victor Rivera. It felt like I was watching a boa constrictor just choking the life out of the defendant, and I kept asking myself, defense attorney, dude, get up and object, asked and answered. I think that I stopped counting at like 17. I wanted to count so that when you asked me, I could say, here's a number of times that the defense attorney asked, the prosecutor asked a repetitive question, and I stopped at 17. He just kept asking and asking. So you know that you die when you shoot a gun, yes. So when you shoot a gun, you know someone's going to, I mean, it was going like that. I was just like, my God, it was choking the life out of me, Julia. So look, at the end of the day, in our jurisprudence system, we have, it's not, you can't murder people, and there's defenses and then there's mitigating factors. What the defense is trying to say is that, hey, there's a mitigating factor here, heat of passion, but I think that the prosecution effectively cross-examined it into the ground. I don't think that the jury's going to buy it. I'm looking to see what his closing arguments are, but yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't have any other witnesses. I'm not surprised they didn't have any other witnesses, because at the end of the day, it's a closed ecosystem. This case is not about who, what, when, where, it's about why. So that's it.
And he's the only one with the why. Yeah, Michael, the appellate court we see in Florida saying that a one-time lapse in judgment isn't something that would turn into, or where they could uphold someone being found guilty of negligent homicide or something along those lines, manslaughter. So that's the reason that the state attorney's office didn't prosecute over the drowning of the first child. But can you talk about the fact that that drowning isn't going to be mentioned at this upcoming trial? Do you think that it needed to be let in?
I think it's relevant, and I think it should have needed to be let in. I'll defer to the wisdom of the appellate court, but I'll say, Julia, like, this is already a Shakespearean case. If Shakespeare wrote a play and this was the fact pattern, nobody would watch it because it would be unbelievable. And so for me, I think that it should be let in. I think it matters. I think this person, there's a crime here, right? It's like, if you're distracted and you're texting when you drive and you run over a kid, you go to jail. If you're distracted and you're texting when you drive and you run over a squirrel, you go home. So consequences matter, bad luck matters, and so at this point, I think it should be let in. I think it's relevant. Other than that, like what? So you just left the kid in the car, and it's a big orb of information that I think should be let in. It's disappointing that it won't be.
This is a tragic case, heartbreaking. Opening statements in it begin tomorrow, and we could even see the mother on the stand. Who knows if she will be the prosecution's first witness, but what a terribly difficult position for her to be in.